ass. Like, let me explain what
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10
at the 34.
And right away, he'll look to throw.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington.
Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10
at the 20. McCaffrey on the counter. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Carry for Carolina.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing.
And got his man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
His pass.
A big play there for the Panthers. 58 yards.
58 yards. And
so here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete to
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown, Carolina.
DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
The kick is good.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Washington.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. The throw taken in by Sims. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play action. Haskins. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Here's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1 yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Going to give it to Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bridgewater going to get it out quickly to Moore.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Bridgewater again. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The play fake, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Washington 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Second and short now following the fumble.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
7.
They go play action now. Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That's good.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's It's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long, going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
For Carolina.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action now. Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, an even 90 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the point after.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Haskins looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Haskins on first down. And his His throw's going to be incomplete.
Steven Sims, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sims. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
10 at the 32.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They turn to Love on the handoff, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Barber, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Peyton Barber, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, Carolina.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
3rd and 15.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Here we go again. Like 56.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And to the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, as the first half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pass complete to Christian McCaffrey. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Haskins will throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Haskins to throw. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Haskins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Dustin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Robbie Anderson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's good. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
And a Panther.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard. Cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try the left side here with Love, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
A gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. On 1st down, here's Love. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Panthers 21.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Love. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. And the drive starts with a completion left side. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run the counter. It's Love. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 20.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
Washington.
Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
Second down.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action now. Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 18.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
today's final score.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington,
it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Champion. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit me. When the crowd screams, still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Come out, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel it all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. This that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion. Yeah, we here. I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I don't win like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the $6,000, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, used to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion. Yeah, we here.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. So way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a